What's up guys, Cheetah here, and today I'm bringing you an achievement / platinum trophy walkthrough for Bloodwash. This game is published by Puppet Combo. You can pick it up on October 12th for a price of $9.99. So this is a horror game where we have to make a late night run to the laundromat to do some laundry. So to get the full completion, it'll only take you around 45 minutes following along with this guide. You'll spend about 15 minutes of that time just waiting for the laundry to finish. But while you wait, you can watch the TV and read comic books in-game to pass the time. We have to talk to all of the NPCs, collect all comic books, collect all evidence, get high scores in both minigames, and then mop up a few miscellaneous achievements. Before you start the game, feel free to go into these settings and adjust the filters to your liking. I'd also recommend turning down the sensitivity a bit, and you can also take a look at the controls and rebind any of the buttons if you want to, and once you're finished, go ahead and start up a new game. And starting off here, you can skip through the text by spamming the A button. You can move around with the left stick, and the first thing you want to do here is pick up the t-shirt from the floor, and then turn to the left, head into the kitchen, and pick up the t-shirt on the floor in here. And then from there, head back, and we're going to head into the bedroom here, and on the floor you can pick up some pants, and then on the right side on the bed, you can pick up a t-shirt. And then from there, head back out into the living room, and over by the couches, you can pick up the white t-shirt. And then once you have all of those clothes, we can now head to the laundromat. So exit your apartment through the door here. Turn to the left and make your way down the hallway. I believe if you're on default controls, you can sprint using the left bumper. You need to interact with this newspaper here on the ground in front of the door. And then from there, keep heading straight and head through the door in front of you. And once you're in this next section here, we need to head down to the basement. So make your way down the 3 flights of stairs, and eventually you'll come to a door, and we can head through. So for now, just keep heading down the flights of stairs, and once you get down here, head through the door. Once you're in the basement here, head forward, and then make a right turn, and then make another right turn, and then make another right turn, and in the corner here, you can interact with the washer to find that it's out of order. And now we're going to have to make a midnight run to the laundromat. If you turn around here, you're going to get a jump scare. You need to walk towards this closet here, and there's going to be a hobo inside. Go ahead and talk to him, and then from there, once you're done talking to him, we can make our way back upstairs and back to our apartment. So basically now, just retrace your steps, head back through the door that we came through, and then once you get to the other side, just run back up the 3 staircases that we came down earlier. And then we can make our way back to the hallway where our apartment is. And up here, once we get to the hallway, we're going to have to talk to Stan. He's another one of the NPCs that count towards the achievement. So make your way down the hallway here. You should see him sitting out front of his apartment. Go ahead and talk to him. You can skip through the dialogue if you want to. And then make your way down to the end of the hallway and enter your apartment. We need to get our purse before we leave. Head to the kitchen, pick up the purse on the table right here. And once you have that, we can head to the laundromat. So turn around, exit your apartment, and then make your way down to the end of the hallway, and exit through the door here. Make your way down to the first floor. You're going to have to head down 2 flights of stairs, and then once you get down to the first floor here, we can enter the lobby through the door on the right side. And once you're in here, head straight and turn to the left, and we need to talk to the junkie here in the corner. And then once you're done talking to him, go ahead and exit the apartment here, head through the door, and now we're outside. And basically, we just need to wait a minute for the bus to arrive. And while we're waiting, you can turn to the right and head into this creepy alley here, and go ahead and talk to this man sitting next to the fire. Feel free to listen to the dialogue since we have to wait anyways.
Haven't seen you around here before.
I moved in not too long ago. I'm usually studying or at my classes, so...
Oh, a college girl, huh? What are you studying?
I'm pursuing a career in education at the moment.
Nice. That's what I got my bachelor's in.
Oh, that's great. I hope I can find a gig soon afterwards.
If not, my sleeping bag has room for 2.
Alright, so once you're done talking to him, you can head back to the bus stop, and now we just need to wait a minute for the bus to arrive. And while we wait, if the guide has been helpful, be sure to leave a like on the video, and subscribe if you're new here for more guides just like this. And if you want to go above and beyond, you can also support me at patreon.com/CheetahsGuides. Alright, so the bus should be arriving here shortly, and once it stops, go ahead and board it. Once you're on the bus here, go ahead and talk to the bus driver, and then from there you can turn to the left, and we need to sit on the 4th seat on the left side since it's the only clean one. And now basically we just need to wait for this creepy guy to board the bus. So for now, just wait around for a bit. Alright, so once the creepy guy boards the bus here, he's eventually going to jump scare us. So eventually he's going to walk down the aisle here, and we need to look out the window on the right side. And then he's going to appear on our left side and start talking to us with a little bit of a jump scare. So go ahead and talk to him. And then once you're done talking to him, you can go ahead and exit the bus by looking towards the front window.
Beside you.
There's plenty. Are you? Do I?
You're
What?
you are.
How did you?
You will be ripped.
Please, just.
May I?
All right, miss.
Alright, so we just finished the intro. That should unlock the Warnings Unheeded achievement/trophy. And next up, we're going to watch this short little cutscene. And once it's over, I'll pick the commentary back up. Alright, so now we've arrived at the Plaza. Head straight through the parking lot, and we can enter the laundromat. So once you're in the laundromat here, talk to the employee, and then from there you need to pick up the game toy on the right side, and then you can equip that using the right bumper. You can also scroll through your inventory using the D-pad, so go ahead and play the game here using the A button, and this is going to be the Porky's Revenge minigame, and we can get the Highscore Killer achievement/trophy for getting a high score of 15. So for this minigame here, your objective is to kill the pedestrians and avoid the yellow cones. If you touch a cone, your score will reset, so try to avoid them as best as you can. Overall, this one isn't too hard. You can move up and down with the left stick or the D-pad if you prefer. And then eventually, once you get your score of 15, just go ahead and get hit, and that should unlock the achievement. Once you have the achievement, go ahead and back out of the minigame, and then from there you can make your way down the hallway here, and the first comic book can be found on the table here. Go ahead and pick that up, and then from there we can make our way down the hallway here, take a right turn, and then another right, and you should see the change machine. Interact with that to get some change, and now we can head back and we can start our load of laundry. So make your way back here, and go ahead and interact with the washing machine to load the laundry. And that should unlock the laundry started achievement/trophy. And then from there, if you interact with the washing machine, you should see there's a timer. The load's going to take about 8 minutes to finish. So for now, we're going to explore, head to the left down here, and pick up the TV remote on the table. And then from there, you can turn to the right and talk to the pedestrian here in the middle aisle. And then from there, we can get the Couch Potato achievement for watching all of the TV channels. So head over here to the TV in the left corner, press the right bumper to pull up your inventory, and then you can cycle through the items using the D-pad, find the TV remote, and then click on the TV a bunch of times, and scroll through all of the channels to unlock that achievement/trophy. And then from there, we can exit the laundromat and head back outside. turn to the right and head straight and pick up the comic book on the bench here in front of you. And then once you have that, you can turn to the left side and head back down here behind the store. Turn to the left and interact with the first dumpster, and you should see the bloody t-shirt. And then from there, turn to the right and pick up the third comic book on the ground. And then once you have that, interact with the piece of paper on the ground next to the dumpster. This is a code that we need for later. And then from there, you can turn around and we can enter Peepaw's shop. Once inside, go ahead and talk to Peepaw behind the counter here. And then next up, we can get the Spirit Summoner achievement/trophy for finding Peepaw's Ouija board. It's going to be hidden on the left aisle over here behind the shelf. Go ahead and interact with that to unlock the achievement. And then from there, turn to the right side and pick up the sketch over on the floor here. And once you've done all that, you can go ahead and exit the shop. And before you leave, you can feel free to enter the adult section if you'd like to. Once outside, turn to the left and make your way down here, and we're going to enter the pizza parlor right down here. And once inside here, if you turn to the right side, you can pick up the comic book on the table, and then go ahead and talk to the pizza dude behind the counter. And after you talk to him, we can enter the room on the left side, and you can pick up the missing flyer. And then next up, you can interact with the little arcade machine here. Alright, and next up we can get the Capitalist Casualty achievement for getting a high score of 5,000 in run bums. So for this one, you can move around using the left stick, you can shoot projectiles using the Y button. Basically, you just need to keep taking out the enemies here. I believe you can take up to 3 hits before you die. The enemies also drop little wine bottles that you can pick up. I'm not sure if it replenishes your health, but it definitely gives you a better projectile here. So basically, just keep spamming the Y button, and eventually once you get your score of 5,000, go ahead and die, and that should unlock the achievement. And then we can exit the minigame. Also later on, there's snakes that shoot projectiles, so just be careful. And once you have that achievement there, go ahead and exit the pizza parlor. And once you're outside, turn to the left and enter the appliance store just next door. And inside here, you can turn to the left and pick up the next comic book on the floor here. And once you have that, head to the front of the shop and talk to the manager. And then from there, you can go over to the aisle on the right side, and you can interact with this lockbox here and open it up if you picked up the code outside next to the dumpster. Pick up the photo inside, and once you have that, we can go ahead and exit. And then we can make our way back towards the laundromat. And before we enter the laundromat, we need to pick up the newspaper on the bench just outside. So go ahead and pick this up here, and then from there you can head inside. Alright, so depending on how much time you've spent so far in your game, your clothes may or may not be done washing. Head over to the washer here and interact with it to see how much time is left. Personally, for me, I had around 3 minutes left on mine. If yours isn't done washing yet, that's okay. You can take out the TV remote using the right bumper and watch some TV while you wait. You can also scroll through your inventory using the D-pad, and you can actually read the comic books that we picked up. Some of them are pretty interesting. So for the sake of the guide here, I'm going to go ahead and edit out the washing part just so that way I don't waste anyone's time. But once the washer's done, go ahead and take the clothes out, and then turn to the left and make sure you pick up this doll head here over on the other washer. And then from there, you can head over to the first aisle, and you can go ahead and load the clothes into the dryer here. Then from there, we can head over towards the front counter, and we can pick up the bathroom key, and make sure you equip that, and then we can head towards the bathrooms here. And back here, we can enter the women's bathroom over on the right side. And inside here, we can find the final comic book as well as the number. So enter the middle stall here, and interact with the number on the wall. We need this for an achievement. And then from there you can back up, enter the stall on the right side, and pick up the comic from the ground, and that's going to unlock the Avid Reader achievement/trophy. And then from there, exit the women's bathroom, turn to the right side, enter the men's bathroom, and upon entering, that's going to unlock the janitor achievement for exploring the bathrooms. And then pick up the letter here on the floor. That'll unlock the detective achievement for finding all of the evidence. And now we can exit the men's bathroom. And outside here, we're going to get a little jump scare as we head around the corner, so be ready for that. You can ignore that, head to the left, and we can interact with the payphone over here. And that's going to unlock the late night call achievement. We're going to call a call girl. Again, I would actually recommend listening to the dialogue here, as it's actually pretty funny. Personally, I'm going to skip it just for the sake of the guide. But once you're done with that, we can exit the laundromat. And we're going to make our way over towards the pizza parlor. So exit the laundromat here. Head across the parking lot and enter the pizza parlor. And basically, this is just a trigger. We need to head inside here and then immediately turn around, exit the pizza parlor, and outside the old lady is going to be waiting for you. Go ahead and talk to her. That is the final NPC, and that should unlock the Chatterbox achievement/trophy. And then from there, we can head back towards the laundromat and head inside. Once inside, head over to the dryer and check the timer. Personally, for me, I had around 8 minutes left. So again, we can't progress until the timer is done. So again, I'm going to go ahead and edit the video. Again, feel free to watch some TV or read the comic books if you haven't finished all of them already. And once the dryer is done, you can go ahead and take the clothes out, and it turns out they're still wet. So now we need to go find the employee in the back so we can get a refund. So head to the door here on the back left side. Head inside, and we're going to get a little jump scare. Turn to the right, head inside here, and it turns out the employee has been murdered, so now we need to call the cops. So interact with the phone on the desk, and then now we're going to be playing as the cop. So head straight to the laundromat here, try to enter it, but it turns out it's going to be locked. So now we're going to turn to the right side, and we're going to hear some creepy noises coming from the office. So head inside the office over here. And once inside, we're going to turn into the room on the right side. And back here, we can enter the cubicle on the back right side. Head through the door. And then we can make our way down the hallway here. And at the end of the hallway, we're going to find the Womb Ripper, or the Womb Killer, basically the killer of the game. Don't worry, there's just going to be a little creepy scene here. The power is going to go out, and they're going to disappear. So once the lights go out, head straight and enter the closet on the right side. And inside here, we can pick up the key on the box on the left side. Once you have that, go ahead and equip it. And then we can exit the closet. And then head left and enter the first door on the right side over here. And now we need to make our way through the box maze. So follow this little path here, make your way to the other side. And once you get to the other side, you just need to interact with the door. This is a trigger. And once you do that, you can head back to the other side. We're going to get a little jump scare cutscene thing. So I'll go ahead and let that play out. Don't worry, nothing bad happens. Once that's done, turn around and make your way through the box maze again. Once you get to the end, the vent is going to fall down and you can look up and enter the vent. So in this section here, there's going to be some spooky jump scares. The killer is going to be trying to stab us through the floor. You can safely ignore that and just sprint your way all the way down to the end of the vent. And eventually, once we get to the end, we're going to get a little spooky jump scare and we're going to die. So for now, just keep sprinting to the end. Alright, so the cop died, and that's going to unlock the Meet the Womb Ripper achievement/trophy. And now we're going to have a little cutscene here. Alright, so once you gain control of your character here, turn to the right side and pick up the hammer from the desk. And then from there, we can exit the employee office through the door that we came through. And now we're going to head back to the room where the change machine was. And you should see a little crack in the floor. And we can use the hammer on the wall right back here. And this is going to open up a secret little room to the old laundromat that burned down. So head through this door here, and then head kind of to the left and make your way into this back hallway back here, and follow this path for a bit. There is going to be a little spooky jump scare where a lamp or whatever, a light is going to fall down from the ceiling. Just ignore that and head through the door here at the end of the hallway. Pick up the flashlight directly in front of you, and then interact with the missing photos on the wall, and then turn around and look at the door, and there's going to be a little cutscene here, and we need to turn around to the right and quickly move the filing cabinet out of the way, and then head through this door here. And once we're inside this section here, we need to head straight, and we're going to turn to the right, and we're going to go through the little misty pipes, and then head straight, and we're going to take the first right and head into this room back here. Again, we're going to head through the pipes and enter the room on the left side, and inside here we can pick up the scalpel, and we can go ahead and equip that, and then we can head back the way we came. And this time we're going to enter the room on the right side again, and inside you can interact with the corpse and cut it open, and then you can pick up the key, and you can go ahead and equip that, and then head down the hallway and use the key to unlock this door down here. Alright, and for this section here, just make your way down the hallway. There's no jump scares or anything, however, there's a few corpses, but you can safely ignore those. Just make your way through the hallway here, and then exit through the door at the end. Head straight down the hallway here, and at the end, the killer is going to be watching us, but don't worry, he's not going to come for us just yet. So keep heading straight, and then we can enter the room on the left side, and then take a right into this room, and we can pick up the pistol from the little table here, and then we can turn around and kind of head back the way we came, but we're going to take a left, and we're going to walk across the plank here. So head down this hallway here, and make your way into the room on the back right side. You'll see a doll back here, and we can find the ammo for the pistol, and that's going to unlock the locked and loaded achievement / trophy. And once you have the ammo, you now have infinite ammo, so you can just shoot if you want to. And we're basically just going to retrace our steps and head back down the hallway. And once we get all the way back here, we need to shoot a lock off of a door, and then we can head through. So for now, just retrace your steps. And then over here, we can turn to the left, and again, shoot the lock off the door, and then head through. Alright, so now we're basically at the end of the game here, and we need to hunt down and kill the Womb Ripper. So her spawn location is going to be random. She's going to take about 4 or 5 shots before she goes down. If you do happen to die, that's completely okay. No pressure, guys. You'll respawn back at the staircase behind us. So make your way through the hallways here, head to this shelf, and the power is going to go out, and that's going to spawn the killer. If you look straight off in the distance, you may see her coming. If not, she's going to spawn behind you and try to jump scare you. So quickly turn around if you don't see her in front. Go ahead and shoot her. That's going to make her start crying, and she's going to run away. That'll stun your character, and now basically we're just going to play cat and mouse. You need to hunt her down and finish her off. Again, her location is going to be random, so it may be different in your game compared to mine. But for me, she was down in this hallway here, and I just hunted her down and shot her a few times, and she died. As you're going to see here, she got stuck on the wall, so I decided to add in a little 360 here for style points. And she did happen to hit me, but again, that's okay. You can take a few hits before your character dies. Once you kill her, that'll unlock the Survivor achievement / trophy. And now the credits are going to play, but we're not done with the game just yet. After the credits are over, we're going to play the epilogue. I'm going to go ahead and edit the credits out, just because this last part here is super quick. So once you gain control of your character here, we're now playing as the autopsy person, and we're going to perform the autopsy on her body. So head over here, interact with the body. Alright, so the power is going to go out, and we need to turn it back on. So turn around and exit through the door behind you, and then make your way through this hallway here. And eventually you're going to come to a room on the back right side. And inside here, you can interact with the fuse box to turn the power back on. So go ahead and do that. And then once you have that done, we can make our way back to the autopsy room. So head back down the hallway and head through the door here. And once you're inside, you're going to see that her body is gone. So now we need to head back into the hallway here, and we're going to have a little jump scare. And this is going to be the end of the game, and that'll unlock your final achievement, and that'll be your full completion. So that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like on the guide if the video was helpful, and please consider subscribing if you're new here. And as always, I will see you guys next time. Shout out to my Patreon supporters, Chan Spangy1, Tim G84, PhazoPrimePirate, MonarchReptar, and Stacy Mackey. Last but not least, shout out to my legend supporter, Niku no Ni Oi. If you guys would like to support me on Patreon, you can do so at patreon.com/CheetahsGuides.